In the labyrinthine streets of Tokyo, one can find an unconventional blend of ancient temples adjacent to hyper-modern skyscrapers, a vivid metaphor for Japan itself, persistently balancing tradition with rapid technological advancement. This duality becomes particularly pronounced in the context of caring for the elderly. Japan's impressive robotic technologies, often portrayed as the panacea for the demographic time bomb of an aging population, harbor deep, untold stories beneath their well-oiled surfaces. Japan's demographic challenges are well documented, with over 28% of its population aged 65 or above. In response, the country has turned to robotics, an area where it has long been a forerunner. Robots designed for elder care began emerging in earnest in the early 2000s, with the government actively promoting their development as a strategic solution to labor shortages in caregiving sectors. These range from simple mobility aids to complex interactive robots that offer companionship and even basic health monitoring. This technological thrust is not merely a matter of innovation, but is deeply ingrained in the national policy aimed at sustaining Japan's social health systems. The vision is clear. Robots are not just tools, but potential staff members in the care sector. In many ways, Japan reveres its elderly, a sentiment deeply rooted in Confucian principles of respect and care for one's ancestors. This cultural ethos questions whether emotional and personal care can indeed be outsourced to machines. While younger generations in urban areas might be more open to technological solutions, many older adults and those in rural areas remain skeptical about receiving care from robots. This cultural resistance is significant because it affects how technologies are adopted and adapted. Innovations that align with societal expectations and cultural norms tend to be more successful, suggesting that the true challenge lies in designing technologies that are not only functional, but also culturally congruent. Real-world applications of eldercare robots have shown mixed results. Certain robotic devices that assist with physical tasks, like lifting or mobility, have been well received and show tangible benefits. However, robots that interact socially have not yet met the same level of acceptance or effectiveness. Elderly individuals often report feeling a lack of warmth or genuine companionship, which are critical components of psychological well-being. Studies indicate that while robots can perform specific tasks, they are less adept at handling the unpredictable nature of daily human life, leading to frustrations among both elderly users and their human caregivers. This dichotomy brings to light the limitations of current technologies and the areas needing enhancement for robots to become truly integrated into caregiving. The narrative surrounding robotic caregivers in Japan is largely driven by the government and tech industries, often painted in a futuristic, optimistic light. The government's push for a Society 5.0 underscores this, envisioning a super-smart society where technology solves social challenges effortlessly. However, public perception is more nuanced, with a palpable divide between those who embrace this vision and those who perceive it as an oversimplification of complex human needs. Public debates and media stories frequently contrast with government narratives, highlighting personal stories of isolation and the shortcomings of robotic interactions. These narratives play a crucial role in shaping how technologies are viewed and accepted by the general populace. While technology can enhance certain aspects of care, the human touch, characterized by empathy, understanding, and emotional connection, remains irreplaceable. Many experts argue that the ideal model of care involves a hybrid approach, where robotic assistance is used to enhance, not replace, human care. This perspective is supported by ongoing research, which suggests that the most effective use of robots in caregiving might be in a supplementary role, handling routine or physically demanding tasks, thereby allowing human caregivers more time for the emotional and social needs of the elderly. The introduction of robots into elder care also has significant economic and social implications. Economically, while the initial cost of robotic systems can be high, their potential to reduce the long-term financial burden on healthcare systems by mitigating human caregiver shortages is considerable. Socially, the widespread adoption of such technologies could lead to shifts in employment patterns within the caregiving industry, necessitating new skills and training for caregivers to work alongside robots. Moreover, there is a potential for increased social isolation among the elderly if the deployment of robots leads to reduced human interaction. This underscores the need for careful policy and design decisions that prioritize the well-being and social needs of the elderly, ensuring that technology serves as a bridge rather than a barrier in human connections. The deployment of robots in elder care raises several ethical questions. Key among these is the issue of consent. Are elderly individuals fully aware and in agreement with the use of robotic caregivers? Furthermore, there is the concern of privacy and autonomy, as some robots are equipped with monitoring systems that track health and activity data. Ethical frameworks and regulations need to be robust to protect the rights and dignity of the elderly, making sure that these technologies are used in ways that truly benefit them, without undermining their autonomy or privacy. The path forward for elder care in technology-driven societies like Japan involves a balanced approach that combines the best of robotic capabilities with the irreplaceable qualities of human care. It calls for ongoing dialogue among technologists, caregivers, the elderly, and policymakers to ensure that technological advancements align with the human values at the core of caregiving. Innovations in technology should not only focus on the functional aspects of care, but also enhance the emotional and social well-being of the elderly. As Japan navigates these complex waters, it serves as a global case study on the potential and pitfalls of integrating cutting-edge technology into deeply personal aspects of human life, such as caregiving. The lessons learned here could inform similar strategies worldwide, ensuring that as societies age, they do so with dignity, supported by both technology and humanity. In conclusion, while Japan's foray into robotic elder care is a journey marked by technological marvels, it remains tethered to the ground realities of those it aims to serve. The effectiveness, acceptance, and impact of these technologies will hinge on their ability to complement, rather than attempt to substitute, the nuanced human care that forms the cornerstone of humane and effective elder care.